you ever been in the app and you've looked at that list of reports and you've just kind of wondered to yourself, I don't know which report to look at or why to look at it or how to look at it? Well, if you've ever thought that, don't worry, you're not alone. Many other people have felt the same way, and for that reason, we are doing this workshop to help you understand which reports to look at and why to look at them. All right, so let's get started. First off, we have to go into the app itself, and we come to the landing page. There are two ways to get to that list of reports. First off, we have a shortcut on the landing page of this little bar chart. You just tap on that, and it will take you to the list of reports. The other option is sometimes you're already in the app, and maybe you're shopping or doing something else, and so you need a quick and easy way to get there as well. Well, we just tap on this menu button, it will slide over, and you can click on the reports option from that menu as well. All right, so now that we're at the list of reports, you can see that we've already got it divided for you into daily reports, weekly reports, and monthly reports. Now, we just kind of do this as a suggestion for you because so that you know roughly how often you should be looking at these reports. For example, on the daily reports, some of those you might just look at once every couple of days, depending on the time of month it is, but you could also be looking at these reports multiple times every single day. Again, it depends on how you choose to use these reports in your business. So these are just some of the suggestions on how often we think you should be looking at them. All right, so let's get right into looking at some of these reports. So we're not going to look at all of them, but just some of the key reports that we think you should be looking at. All right, the first one we're going to look at is the Builder Bonus Report. This is a really fantastic program. If you're not familiar with it, I highly recommend you find out more about it. But in this program, it gives you the opportunity to be able to earn some extra income every single month by qualifying for one of the levels of Builder Bonus. And while you're doing that, this also helps you build the proper structure that will help facilitate you advancing in rank as you continue to grow your 4Life business. So let's get right into this report and learn how we can utilize it. Okay? The first thing we need to do in this report is we need to determine which level of Builder Bonus we want to qualify for. We have a level 1 Builder Bonus that is $50, a level 2 that's $200, or a level 3 that's $300. In this example we're going to go through today, I'm going to be going for the level 2 Builder Bonus for $200, okay? The next thing we need to determine is which month we're going to look at. We can look at the current month we're in and the previous month. In this example that we're going through once again, we're going to be looking at January as the previous month and February as the current month, all right? So now that we've got all of that determined, the next things that you need to understand to understand this report is you'll notice we have some initials down here. Those initials are the initials of the person who owns that account. So in this case, we're looking at the account of JK, who is Jeff Callanan. And as we walk through this report, I'm going to be talking about his account and his status and giving you some of the suggestions that I would do if I were Jeff, all right? So the next thing you need to understand in order to use this report is some of the color coding we have in here. You'll notice that if something is gray or red, then that means that requirement has not yet been met in order to qualify for the Builder Bonus. So what we want to see though is green. Green is good, it's the color of money, right? And we all like to earn some extra cash. So we want to make sure that we can get all of these requirements turned to green. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm looking down here and I see NL, this is Nathan, he's the front line, right? So I know who my people are. And I can see that he already has 2 people qualified in his downline. Let's take a deeper look at his organization and see what he needs to do in order to qualify for that level 1 Builder Bonus. If we tap on Nathan, we can see more additional information about his organization. We can see that he's already got his loyalty order shipped out for this month, so he's met that qualification. But we can see that his team volume is still missing a little bit, and he also has 2 out of his 3 legs that he needs in order to qualify. So let's go and look and see who in his organization has met those qualifications and who else could help him meet the other qualifications remaining. Now we can quickly see a lot of green here with Manny and Chase. That means those are the 2 who have already had their loyalty order shipped, and they're the ones who are meeting the qualification that gets Nathan his 2 of his 3 legs required. So let's take a look. Who else is in his organization that could help meet that 3rd leg requirement? And we can see that Kelly and Jade both have their loyalty order scheduled to go out on the 12th and the 16th of this month. So at this point, in looking at Nathan, I feel pretty comfortable with his situation and confident that he's going to qualify for his level 1 Builder Bonus. But as I'm looking at the rest of his organization, I can see that there's somebody new here that I don't recognize, and that's Susanna. And she doesn't have a loyalty order scheduled. Some of the questions that come to my mind are, does she know about the loyalty program? Does she understand the great benefits of the loyalty points that you can earn and then exchange for free products? And does she know about the bonus product of the month that you can get every single month? Well, I don't know this. So what am I going to do? I'm going to reach out and contact her. Now, how I'm going to do this may change depending on your current situation. You'll notice here to the right of each person, there are 3 dots. If we just swipe to the left, we can get contact information for that person if we do know them and want to reach out and contact them. But in this case, we see there's one other icon there, and that is our action list icon. Now, action list, for those of you who don't know what it is, I highly recommend you find out more about it by watching our other workshop titled The 4Life App, Why to Download. Okay? Now, let me ask you a question in terms of this. This will help you understand why you should utilize the action list. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you say, hey, I need to do this particular thing and I need to do it by a certain time? And then you get going about your business and then all of a sudden you realize that the time has passed and now it's too late to do that and you've forgotten to do it. Well, I know I found myself in that situation and I don't like it. And I'm sure some of you have as well. So this action list is designed to help minimize the amount of times that happens in your 4Life business because it gives us the opportunity to basically write it down and set ourselves a reminder so that we remember to do it in the future. So what I'm going to do here with Susanna is I'm going to add her to tap on that action list and up pops a pop-up screen where it gives me some options of why I'm going to add her to my action list. In this case, because Susanna doesn't have her loyalty program set up and I don't know if she knows about it, I'm going to put her in the action list as a sign up for loyalty program. Now, once I've tapped on this, I can then go into the action list and I can set a day and a time that the 4Life app will send me a push notification and remind me, hey, reach out to Susanna. Now, in this case, because I don't know her, I would actually add Nathan to that list, and I'm going to reach out actually to Nathan to contact Susanna and work through him. But this is a great opportunity and a great way to make sure that you stay on top of your business and get the things done that you need to get done. Okay? So now that I've added Susanna to my action list, I need to finalize looking at Nathan's account. And if I want to, you can see up here, I have contact information for Nathan if I need to reach out to him. But I also have the action list here under Nathan. I'm actually going to add Nathan to my action list as well. And why am I going to do this? It's because Nathan still officially hasn't qualified for his builder bonus. He's set up to qualify on the 12th, but he's not there yet. So by adding him to the action list, I'm going to set a reminder for the 12th so that I can check his builder bonus report again and make sure that loyalty order for Kelly actually processes. And at that point, I would then see all green and I would be completely confident that Nathan has qualified for his level 1 builder bonus and that he gets his $50. And that puts me one step closer to qualifying for my level 2 builder bonus and getting my $200. Okay. So now that I've checked Nathan's account, I'm going to check some of the other people in my front line. And I can see that Dana doesn't have any of the requirements met so far. So I'm going to look at her account and see what's going on there. So if I tap on Dana, I can then get her information. And I can quickly see that she has a loyalty order scheduled to go out, but it just hasn't gone out yet. So I'm feeling good about that. But she doesn't have any of the 3 legs that she needs in order to qualify for her level 1. So I'm going to look at some of the members in her team and see what their status is. Now I can quickly see by looking at her organization that Dana must be on top of things because she's got all 4 people in her downline scheduled to go out on the 12th, the same day as she does. So again, I'm feeling really confident that Dana is going to be able to qualify for her level 1 builder bonus. But what am I going to do here? She hasn't officially qualified yet. So I'm actually going to add Dana to my action list as well. And I'm going to set that reminder for the 12th of the month so that I can go and double check and make sure that all of those loyalty orders actually processed and that she is now qualified for the builder bonus. Okay? So hopefully that helps you understand how to utilize this report. The next step I would do is I would go and check my other front line and make sure, and I would do the same things that I've just done with Nathan and with Dana to make sure that he also qualifies for his level 1 builder bonus, which in turn would then get me qualified for my level 2 $200 builder bonus. Okay, so make sure you're utilizing this great program of the builder bonus. It will help you earn some extra cash every single month, and we all want that extra cash, right? But one of the other key pieces to this is that in the process of earning that extra cash, the builder bonus teaches us the proper structure to build in our 4Life organization. And that proper structure will help facilitate the ability to advance in rank as we continue to grow our 4Life business. Okay? So don't forget about the builder bonus. The next report we're going to look at today is the target rank report. This is a really important report to look at regularly as well, because it gives us what the qualifications are or what the requirements are to qualify at each rank in 4Life's compensation plan. Now, as we open this report and start looking here, again, we're looking at Jeff's account, and I'm going to talk about it again as if things that I would do if I was looking at this information. The first thing we need to do in the target rank report is we need to select which rank we are going to try to achieve this month. Now, you'll notice that here in this long rectangular orange box, we have a bunch of icons. Each of those icons represents one of the ranks in 4Life. For example, at the far left, that little blue box, that is the associate rank, and then you have the builder rank, diamond, presidential, and so on, okay? You'll also notice in that smaller rectangular box, we have the word diamond, and there's a drop-down list there. These two features work together. If you change one of the icons, it will also change the name in that drop-down. Or if you choose to do the drop-down so you can see the name of the rank, you can also tap on that. They both work together and will change to whichever one you've selected. Okay. The next thing we need to determine, in this scenario, we're also going to be looking at the diamond rank and try to qualify there. And now we need to determine which month we're going to look at. Again, you can look at the current month, or you can look at the previous month so that you can review how you did, maybe where you missed a little bit, or the successes that you had. But in this scenario, we're going to be looking again at February as the current month. Now that we've determined what rank we're going to go for and the month that we're in, we can now see what the requirements are to qualify at the rank of diamond and what our status is at this current time in the month. Now, I can easily see here now that principal volume, I haven't placed my order yet. We have personally enrolled affiliates. I've got 1 out of 6. And of those 6, I need 3 of them to be frontline to meet that next requirement of the personally enrolled affiliates. And then also I have my 3-level volume, and I can see there that I'm almost halfway. And you'll notice that last requirement of the organizational volume, it's actually the same requirement as the 3-level at this stage in the career path. You'll know this requirement actually becomes much more important as you advance to some of the higher ranks where there is a different organizational level requirement. So keep that in the back of your mind as you continue to grow in your 4Life business, okay? So now that I know what the requirements are and where I stand, the next thing we offer you in this report are some recommendations that are based on those requirements. In this case, you'll see the 5 little dots at the bottom of that orange box. There are 5 recommendations for me. And all I have to do is swipe from right to left on those recommendations, and those recommendations will help me meet the qualifications of the builder bone, or of the rank that I'm trying to achieve. All right. So in this example, though, I need 100 LP in order to qualify. All I have to do is tap on that shop button. It will take me to the shopping area. And I can then select the products that I want and make a purchase and have that qualification now met. Or if I'm participating in the loyalty program, when I get to that shopping cart, I can select my loyalty shopping cart, adjust the products that I have in there to make sure that I'm going to get the products that I want, and I can adjust the date that I want it to ship out. And that way I know I'm set and ready to go with my loyalty order. Okay? So again, and then you can just swipe through those different recommendations and look at what you need, okay? The next thing that we're going to look at here in this target rank report is our frontline summary. Now, we give you the ability to sort and filter this frontline summary by the organizational volume, some 3-level volume, or by the rank, okay? And that's just depending on what your needs are as you look at your business. And as we notice down there below, it lists some of the members that are on our front line. And we see that little drop-down arrow next to the names. If you tap on that drop-down, it will give us some additional information about that person. And in this case, we're looking at Nathan Larson. And the thing that I want to focus on here are these 3 buttons at the bottom of this. These 3 buttons will take us to other reports. The right button that has the box in it If you tap on that, it will actually take you to the builder bonus report for Nathan Larson. And we just got done reviewing the builder bonus report, so you know what to do when you get there, right? On the left side, we have the downline report. If you tap on that, it will take you there for Nathan. And we're going to go over that downline report here in just a few minutes. Now, that button in the middle, that is actually the target rank report. So, and that's the report that we're looking at, but we've been looking at it as if we're Jeff. If we tap on that button under Nathan, it will take us to the target rank for Nathan. And we can see here that we know Nathan's trying to qualify for the rank of builder. And now we're able to see what his status is in qualifying for the rank of builder. We can see that he's already got his principal volume. He's got 2 out of his 3 personally enrolled affiliates that he needs. And because we looked at his builder bonus report, we know that he's got that 3rd and 4th person who are scheduled to go with their loyalty orders. So I'm pretty confident that Nathan is also going to qualify for the rank of builder. So we want to utilize this report to not only see our personal status and where we are in comparison to the rank we're trying to achieve, but it also gives us the opportunity to see the members in our downline what their status is in comparison to the rank that they are trying to achieve as well. And that way you can help your team advance in rank more easily. All right. So again, utilize this target rank report to know what the qualifications are and where you stand in relation to those qualifications. And one last thing I want to make sure you understand about these reports that we're going to look at today is they update every 20 minutes throughout the day, starting on the hour. So if something happens in your organization, someone makes a purchase or anything like that, all you have to do is wait 20 minutes and the reports will automatically update. So you know your status as you go throughout the day. All right. So that's the target rank report. The next report I want to look at is the recent enrollments report. Now, this one, I have some really important information to share with you as we get to the end of this report that you'll want to make sure you pay attention to because they will help you in your 4Life business. But the recent enrollments report is basically exactly what it says. It's those people who have enrolled in your organization recently. Okay, so let's look and see how to use this report. You'll notice here at the top, we have a lot of different ways in which you can sort and filter this information. We can sort and filter by level, which we have defaulted to your levels 1 through 3. And you'll notice those 2 blue buttons. All you have to do is slide those to the right or to the left, and you can add or remove whatever levels you want in order to look at that information. The next option is we have a list here of different ways in which you can sort this information. And that information is actually key to some of those things that I'm going to teach you about here in a few minutes. The next thing we can look at here, and also you can sort by the most recent to the oldest or from high to low in all of this information as well. Now, the next thing I want you to be able to see in this report is we have that down arrow again, kind of like we saw in the target rank report. If you tap on that down arrow, it will give you additional information about that particular person. When they signed up, what their contact information is, who enrolled them, and the other information that you may need about that particular person. Okay. The next thing we want to look at is we see here we have some incomplete enrollments and we have some completed enrollments. You'll notice that Paula there and also down at the bottom, George, they both show as incomplete. So you may be asking yourself, what is an incomplete enrollment? Well, what it is in order to count as an enrollment in 4Life, you actually have to pay the enrollment fee in almost all of the markets around the world. And if someone starts that enrollment process and they get going, they put their name in and some of their contact information, but then they get to, for whatever reason, they don't actually pay the enrollment fee. They don't actually count as an enrollment, but they're in the system as an incomplete enrollment. So this is one reason why I would use this report and filter by those incomplete enrollments. And once again, we've got those 3 dots on the right side. What am I going to do? I'm going to swipe to the left. If I know that person or if I know the situation of that person, maybe I'll reach out immediately and use that contact information. But if I don't, in this case, Paola, I don't know who enrolled her. So I don't want to reach out to her directly. I'm going to talk with the person that was enrolling them and reach out and see what I can do to help them get that enrollment completed. And I'm going to do that by adding Paola to my action list. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do in this report is I'm going to filter my information there by the first order LP. And once I've sorted it by the first order LP, once I've filtered it by that, I'm going to sort it from high to low. And what I'm going to be looking for are the first orders that have 125 LP or more. Now, why am I going to do that? Well, we recently did a really big analysis of all of our distributors all over the world. And what we found as we did this analysis, our data showed that those people that enroll with 125 LP or more, they are 2.5 times more likely to still be active in your organization 1 year later. Imagine that they're more likely to still be active 1 year later in your organization. Have you ever heard the saying that it's easier to keep a customer than it is to go out and find a new one? I can promise you that's true. So anything that you can do to help retain your customers in your organization longer will only help you in your business. And in addition, could be helping them in their business or helping them get the great products that they want and need. Okay. In that same analysis that we did, we also found that the next thing I would do with this report is I would sort it by the sign up date. And I would look at everybody who has signed up most recently, sort it by most recent to the oldest. And I would be looking at those who recently enrolled, and I would try to help them get somebody else enrolled in their first 30 days. Now, why am I going to do this? Once again, in that analysis, we found that if someone enrolls and they are able to enroll somebody else within their first 30 days, they are also 2.5 times more likely to still be active 1 year later. Again, that is a very important piece of information. This is some of the information that I would utilize to determine where I'm going to spend my time, effort, and energy. We have a limited amount of time, right? And if I know that if I can spend this time with people who are more likely to still be active in my organization, that's where I'm going to spend my time as opposed to somebody who maybe they came in with 50 LP. Now, keep in mind that these are averages that we found over a very large group of people. You know your organization, you know the people in your organization, so take this information and utilize it based on what you know with your organization, okay? The third point I want to make sure you understand to utilize this report also has to do with enrollments. And remember how I said that this report, we default that the number of levels of 1 through 3, and it's for this next point. We looked in this analysis, we found that the average number of enrollments in your first 3 levels every single month has a key determining factor in how quickly you can advance in rank. And so as we looked at this, we found that the average associate enrolls 1 person every single month in their first 3 levels. That's important to understand that it's in your first 3 levels. These aren't all your personal enrollments. They're your enrollments, the enrollments of those on your front line, and the enrollments on their front line. And so if the average associate is bringing in 1 enrollment every month, the top 5%, they're bringing in 4 enrollments every single month. You think that if you're an associate and you're enrolling 4 people every single month that you're going to be able to advance to the rank of builder? I guarantee that you're going to be able to advance to the rank of builder. And now if you're a builder, the average builder enrolls 2 people every month. But the top 5%, they're enrolling 6 people every single month. Once again, a builder, the requirement is only 3 personally enrolled. So if you're bringing in 6 people in your first 3 levels every single month, once again, I'll almost guarantee that you're going to be able to advance to the rank of diamond. And now as a diamond, the average is 4 every month, but the top 5% is 9. And you can see our presidential and international diamond numbers here as well. So now that you know this information, what should you do with it? Well, I'll tell you what I would do with it. I would use this to set a goal every single month. I'd get the members on my team in my first 3 levels together, and we would set a goal that if I'm a builder, I'm going to say, hey, let's get 6 people enrolled every single month because it's going to help me advance in rank. It's going to help them advance in rank as well. So that's how I would utilize this information in this recent enrollments report. Okay. Remember those 3 key things that I just talked about. Look at who enrolled with 125 LP or more because they are 2.5 times more likely to still be active in your organization in a year. Also, look at those who recently enrolled. Do everything you can to help them enroll someone else in their organization. And again, I forgot to point out, why is it important that they enroll somebody else? Why are they more likely to stick around? It's because of the rapid reward. If you don't know what the rapid reward is, it's a 25% commission on the first order of everybody you bring in to 4Life. Who couldn't use an extra 25%, right? So, and by them getting that extra cash, they are quickly having success in their organization and they have more confidence that they can do it. And that helps make them be more likely to stick around and do the 4Life business with you. Okay? And then the last point is set a goal on how many enrollments you want to have in your first 3 levels every single month. All right. So those are the ways I would utilize the recent enrollments report. All right. The next report we're going to look at is the order history report. Now you're probably saying to yourself, why do I need to look at my order history? Well, there's one key piece of information in this report that I think you ought to be looking at on a regular basis. But I'm going to go over the 4 things that are in here just really quickly. First off, you can see we have your personal orders. Any order that you've made will be in here that you can see in case you want to look at it. The next one is your redemption report. For those of you participating in the loyalty program, this will show you how many loyalty points you earn on each order. And if you redeem any of those points, it'll show you how many you've redeemed and what you've redeemed them for. The next report, I'm actually going to, or the next piece in this one, I'm going to skip for a minute because that's the one I want to focus on. But the last one in here is the loyalty orders. And this will give you a list of all the loyalty orders that you've had over time. And you'll also notice in the personal and in the loyalty reports, you've got this little cart on each order. That's there so that if you want to just if you tap on that, it'll put all of those products back into your shopping cart. You can add or remove a few extra products and then quickly check out. So you can purchase once again your favorite 4Life products. Okay. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about here, which is the My Shop report. And this is the most important thing you want to be paying attention to in your order history. Now, for those of you that don't know what My Shop is, let me tell you really quickly and give you a quick idea, but you'll want to find out more than even what I'm going to tell you right now. But your My Shop, it is a personalized website that 4Life provides for you that you can go and share with all of your family and friends. And it's free for you. We don't charge you at all for it. You can go and just share it with all your family and friends. Every order that is made on your My Shop account, you will get 25% back on all of those orders. Doesn't that sound great? Again, we all want to earn that extra cash. Here's an easy way to do it. Share the website, all the purchases made, you'll get 25% back. If you're an affiliate, we'll give you that 25% back in the form of a commission. If you're a preferred customer, though, we will give that 25% back to you in the form of a credit. And that credit is then automatically applied to any of your future orders, thus reducing the amount you're going to have to pay out of pocket for your next order of 4Life products. So this is a great opportunity to share the 4Life products and to earn some extra cash. So that's what the My Shop is. So why do you need to be looking at this report? Well, those people that are going to be purchasing from your My Shop account, these are your customers. And you want to make sure, at least I would want to make sure, that they're having a really good customer experience. And so when I see an order come through here, I'm going to reach out to that person and make sure that they got their product okay. I'm going to see if they have any questions or if I can help them with. Maybe they'll be interested in an additional product. Ultimately, the goal here is to make sure that they have a good customer service experience. Because if they have a good experience, they're going to be much more likely to return it and make a purchase again in the future, which is also going to benefit them in getting their great products and me, because then I'll get that additional 25%. Okay. So that's the key piece you want to focus on in your order history report are your My Shop orders. And those are your customers. Okay. The last report we're going to look at today is the downline report. Now, this is a really important report to be looking at is because it helps you understand who's in your downline, where they are in your downline, and what qualifications they're meeting, okay? So as we look at this, you'll notice that this has a very similar look and feel to the recent enrollments report, and that we have all of the information up here at the top to sort and filter the information. And also, you'll notice down next to each person, we have the down arrow, where if you just tap on that, it will open up and give you some more detailed information about that individual and their organization. Once again, just as we saw in the target rank report, we also have those 3 buttons that will allow you to quickly and easily go and see their builder bonus report, their target rank report, or to see their downline report as well. So quick and easy, very, very useful to look at this. Now, the next thing we want to look at here is the ability to sort this information is key to using this report. So if we look at what these options are, we're going to go over each of some of these in just a minute. Now, hopefully, you're utilizing this report on a monthly basis. If you're doing that, you're going to be familiar with your organization. But if you haven't been doing it, let me mention some things that I would do if I was looking at this at my downline report. Okay, so one of the things that I would do is I would look at the months inactive, select that filter by, and then I would sort it from high to low. because that's going to give me the people in my organization who have gone the longest time between orders and then they haven't placed an order in a long time. And in this situation, I would want to find out, well, why has this particular person not ordered in 6 months or 8 months or 3 months, whatever the number is? And then I would want to reach out and see if there's something that I can offer them that they would be interested in purchasing. Now, as I talk about some of these things, I highly recommend that when you reach out to these individuals, that you always have some sort of promotion available to them. And that's why, especially here in the US and in most all of our markets around the world, we offer monthly specials. And that monthly special changes every month so that you have something new that you can reach out with and offer them. We also, towards the end of the month, always have a flash sale. Sometimes it's a limited time offer, but we have these promotions and discounts. And the biggest reason we do this is to help you guys have something new to offer your customers on a monthly basis, okay? The next item you can sort or filter by here is the previous LP. Now, there are many reasons why you could filter by this, but here are a couple that I would use. I would, one, look at maybe filtering from high to low. And this way I could see who are those who are purchasing the most in my organization. And then I could find out, why are they purchasing the most? Is there something that I can learn from them that will help me in my business? Another option is you can sort this one from low to high. And now you're seeing all those members in your organization that did not place an order last month. Again, maybe you know why they haven't ordered. Maybe you don't know. And if you don't know, it's a great opportunity to be able to reach out and maybe offer them one of these promotion packs that I've mentioned. Okay. The next thing that you can filter by here is the current LP. Now, this one's a really important one, I think, to do, especially from the 25th to the end of the month. And I would sort this one again from low to high so I can see who has not made a purchase yet this month. And this is where I would utilize this at the end of the month and reach out and see, okay, I need some extra volume. Maybe some of my other team members need some extra volume. And now I have the list of people who are already existing customers, and I can reach out and see if one of these promotional packs, or maybe reach out and find out what their status is. How are they doing? Is there a reason they haven't placed an order? It's a great way to be able to be more familiar with your organization. Okay. Another one here, down here at the bottom, is actually you can filter by the loyalty program LP. This one I would especially be doing from the 15th to the 20th of the month. And the reason I would do this is, as hopefully you know, the loyalty program those loyalty orders need to be done by the 20th. And here I would filter again from low to high so I can see those who don't have a loyalty order yet. And again, why don't some of these individuals have a loyalty order? Do they not know about the program? Has their order just not shipped yet? Those are great reasons to be able to look at and try and find out why those haven't shipped, why they don't have a loyalty order yet. And now you can build that relationship with your team and find out what their status or situation is. Okay. Some of these other options to filter in here are really applicable to some of the higher ranks in 4Life. And there are a number of reasons why you could sort and filter by these as well. Okay. But so in summary, some of the reasons you want to be using this downline report is to make sure that you are familiar with your organization and you know who's in your organization, where they're at, and try and find out each of their situations so that you can help them achieve their goals, which in turn will help you achieve your goals. Okay. So I'm sure this has been a lot of information for some of you. So let's do a quick summary of these reports that we've reviewed. Okay. The first report we talked about was the builder bonus. This program is a great way to earn that extra cash every single month. And as you're earning that extra cash, you're building the proper structure that will help you to be able to advance in rank as you continue to build your 4Life business. Then we reviewed the target rank report. Great report in knowing what are the requirements to qualify at each rank and what's your status in comparison to those requirements throughout the month. We also looked at the recent enrollments report and those 3 key pieces of information, right? Looking at the first order of 125 LP or more and helping those new enrollees get somebody else enrolled within their first 30 days. Because by doing that with each of those particular points, those individuals will be 2.5 times more likely to still be active 1 year later. And then the third one on that recent enrollments is to be able to know how many enrollments you have in your first 3 levels each month and setting a goal for how many you want to achieve so that you can advance in rank more quickly. Then we looked at the order history report. And again, the key thing here, my shop orders. These are your customers. You want to make sure that they have a good customer experience so that they are more likely to return and make a purchase from you again in the future. And lastly, we looked at the downline report. This is a great way to make sure that you're familiar with your organization and that you can help the members in your team achieve their goals, and you, in turn, you achieve your goals. Hopefully this workshop has helped you understand better how to utilize some of these reports so that you can now, in turn, manage your business better and help you grow and